Toni Greene, the psychic medium, that will be doing the show for you today. I actually do the show for you every time the show comes on. Okay, everybody, here we go. First and foremost, I will never reach out to you. So if somebody reaches out to you on social media or any other way, it is not me. It's not. Trust me, not me. I only do readings over the phone or in person. I do not email or text readings at all. So if somebody's offering to email you a reading, it's not me. No, I don't even open most of my emails. Okay. Okay. And if I emailed you a reading, it would be like a text. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. It's just it. Just it. And it would have a lot of mistakes in it, like punctuation and grammar. It's why I don't email, basically. Okay, we got that now. Okay, next. I go live every Monday and Wednesday at noon. Every once in a while, I do a pop up show, trying to work that in regularly to my schedule, but I've been so busy with private sessions that I haven't been able to do the pop ups, but that's okay. It's all good. It'll happen when it's supposed to. But every Monday and Wednesday at noon Central, I do go live and you can join us live. So if you're watching on one of the amazing stations that host this show, like WSCS, hey, Scott, how are you? Um, or any of the WSCS streaming channels, on Rude Rangers TV, any of the Rude Rangers streaming channels, you can join us live. You can call in. The call in number is 845-277-9131. Or you can join live on YouTube, where I record the show for all said channels and almost every podcast and radio station that plays it. Again, the call-in number is 845-277-9131. If you do call in, please hit 1 so that your hand is raised on the switchboard or whatever we call this thing. And I know that you have a question you would like to ask or a loved one you'd like to connect with on the other side. If you're watching, I point to the right because that's where loved ones come in for me. There, and there. Sometimes there. Okay. I'm going to start with some songs because a couple of people have asked for songs in the chat already. So the first person that asked for a song was Heather, and her song, I already gave it to her, but I'm going to give it to you. It's Every Little Thing Is Going to Be All Right. And I think that's by Bob Marley. And then she confirmed it, saying it's been coming up on her playlist. And that is just a song that lets you know what the outcome of everything, Heather. So please don't be so worried all the time. The next person, Aloha J. A song came in for you, and it was I'm a party girl in this party world. It's fantastic. Aloha J, what is going on in your life? That's all I need to know right now. What do you have going on in your life, Aloha J? It sounds fun. Just saying. Okay. I'm going to go back. I'm going to say hi to everybody who has joined us on YouTube. Caroline. Hi, Caroline. Big hug to you. Anne. Heather, of course. Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. Mimi. Mwah. That's for you, Mimi. The random person who is Heather. Elizabeth. Elizabeth has a question, which I'm going to get to in a second. Sal, how are you? Happy Monday, Sal. Genevieve. Oh, hey, Genevieve. Thank you so much. And if I didn't say hi, I'm saying it now. Modi, what's going on, Modi? Sally. Hi, Sally. How are you? Fawn, it's so wonderful to see you. Jessica, hey girl, how are you? Oh my goodness, I miss you. We need to go do something. Okay, so here we go. Elizabeth asked a question, and then I'm going to go to callers. Elizabeth asked, "Hi, Toni. Just wondering if you see Gunther and I dating, or if a different guy is in store for me." Yes, to the second part of that. I do feel like somebody's coming in June for you, Elizabeth. I feel like the person coming in June is going to be a much better fit for you. It's somebody who's really going to let you know how they feel about you. They're going to let you know they want to be with you, and they're going to want to move forward. I'm going to just say at a fast pace. It's your job to slow that down. And do slow it down. That's what I'm hearing. This isn't one of those relationships that should be ready, set, go. This is something that should be, it should take all of the appropriate steps. I do feel like it has the potential to go long term, given the fact that you both, don't you both want that and don't sabotage it. Um, and Elizabeth, I feel like as far as Gunther goes, he's nice, he's good, but there's something there that's just not for one of you, maybe for both of you even. There's just something there that's not clicking. So one thing that I've noticed a lot of times is we don't wait for the person we want. We just go with who's ever in front of us. And for a lot of women, if it's not who we want, it's like, do they want me? And I think we need to not worry about it just like it needs to happen. I think we need to be in that space where we have a very strong intention about what we want to happen and who we want it to happen with, and just go from there. I feel like if we go on that in that way, it will be a much better result for everybody involved. For everybody involved. Okay. So Elizabeth, that's your answer. I don't feel like Gunther is necessarily a bad person. I feel like he's just maybe not the person you're going to possibly be with at the end of the day. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, I'm going to take the first caller, who is 203, and then I'm going to come back to the chat. Uh, yeah, the random person. I'm going to come back to where I'm going to have to come back to this because there's a lot there, and I want to go to the first caller, but I'm going to come back to the chat, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the chat today. So, 203, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Toni. It's Pat in Connecticut. Happy Monday.
Hey, Pat, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Hanging in there.
Excellent.
How are you doing? Happy Monday to you.
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. How can I help you, beautiful?
Good. Well, a while ago you gave me an amazing message from my father about my son. I'm wondering, could you see if he's available to talk maybe about both my son and I, or any message that he wants to give? And if not my father, just any message that you have for me, Toni, and thank you.
Yeah, what's your dad's name again, love?
It was Jack or Carlin, Carlin.
Okay, so the first thing Jack would want to say is, let go with love is the first thing that comes in. And it's kind of like that thing, if it's meant to, when it's meant to come around, it will come around. One of the most difficult things that we have to do in this life is let go of what we feel we should still be responsible for, what we feel we should fix, what we feel we have some sort of responsibility over. Okay. So one of the things your father is also showing me is like when in nature, and I know we are not animals, but in nature, birds will just kick their little baby birds out of the nest and say, okay, fly now. You're not, you're pretty much on your own now. You can fly, go. And they don't worry about it after that because they've taught them everything they can teach them. And in your case, what I'm getting is it's time for you to um, understand that you've done everything on your end. And when or if that comes back, then it comes back. But you can't. Um, You can't like it's almost like you can't push it, you can't you have to just completely let go, and at that point, when you completely let go, things will start to happen in this situation. I hope that makes sense for you, Pat.
Did I do enough, Toni? Because I could have done much, 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 much more. Did I do enough for him to have a solid footing from what I gave him?
You know what I'm going to say, Pat, is first of all, absolutely yes.
Thank you.
I think in every relationship, whether it's a friend, a child, a partner at work, we always, for those of us who are like that, we always feel, did I do enough? I can see now where I coulda, woulda, shoulda. No, 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 no. We have to remember everything we go through in our life, we go through with purpose. And that purpose is to prepare us for the life coming to us. Now, you can look back at your life, Pat, when you were a child and what your parents did and how they treated you. And then you can look at your son's life and you can understand that you have appropriately prepared him for adulthood. And I always say, and I don't have children, so maybe, you can feel however you want about what I say. A parent's job is to teach a child to be a responsible, independent adult. Having said that,
Right.
after they become the responsible, independent adult, a great friendship will forge because they are independent, they are adults, and they are responsible, and they can have that respect. But every single person has their own mind, their own will, and more importantly, their own path of what they're supposed to be teaching us in this life and in this world. And some people come in with a path that maybe we don't think is the right path, a path that we don't think this is the path they're supposed to be on. I have a sister, one of my sisters does some recreational activities that not everybody in the family loves. And at one point I was saying to her, if you just, could you just, maybe let's just, and she screamed at me. She said, this is my mother moon life, and don't tell me what to do with my mother moon life. And it in my head something clicked, and I said, yeah, I do. I'm the type of person, I believe everybody's here on their own journey and they get to pick their own path, or it's predestined, or whatever it is. So if I believe that, I have to believe that for her too. And I'm going to tell you, she taught me more about drug abuse and drug addiction without me going through it. And it's a path that she is okay with, and a journey that maybe she chose far before she came in. But the point is, no matter how much or what we do for someone, they're still going to end up wherever they're going to end up sometimes. And there's not a lot we can do about that. And even if we did everything right, and we see it from families that are in urban situations, all colors, races, all different economic situations where children end up like a certain way. So we just have to believe we did everything we could, and there was a journey they were possibly supposed to take, either to teach us or to teach themselves. Okay. So you did everything you could, and what you couldn't do prior to him leaving the home, you've tried to do since then. If he wanted it to be different, it would be different. He is the only person at this point who can hit that point that will say, I'm done with this, whatever this dynamic is, I'm done with it. And now I'm going to reach out. But until this person reaches out, there's nothing anybody could do. Okay.
Such sage advice. I love you, Toni, and thank you so much. God bless you.
I love you too, Pat. I'm so grateful that this was helpful, and I hope that you know when the time is right, and if the time comes according to his destiny, he will come back around. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, you are so welcome. You're so welcome. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome.
And you couldn't be more wise about children. Believe me, you couldn't give more wise wisdom about children. So it's the top shelf that you're giving.
Oh, thank you. That's all channeled. Like I said, I don't personally have any children, so this is all coming through in channeling. So yeah, but thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, there was another question on here. Hello, Toni. If you get a chance, I'm having abdominal issues. Can you see what my body is rejecting? Thanks. Okay, Fawn, I believe that your abdominal issues, the first thing I hear is this is emotional. So we're going to do a clearing. We are emotionally healthy. I get a no. Let's clear that. And instantly I feel that all through here, Fawn, from like here down. I'm going to tell you this is very, it's an emotional issue that almost like it's laying under the surface. It's almost like it's something you kind of know it's bothering you, but you're not addressing it or something like that. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm getting for you, love. And I hope this helps. I'm going to tell you whatever it is, the resolution is coming in Friday. Whatever it is, you will have a resolve for this on Friday. This issue that's causing this, you will have a resolve for it on Friday. Do not do store antacids. Go to the supplement store and get something if you want to get something to soothe. But I would say get something like, I'm not a doctor, magnesium that helps to relax the central nervous system right now. That will be of great help to you. Okay. I'm going to be taking questions on the chat. So if you do have questions, please put them in the chat. If I don't get to your question, please don't be upset with me. I didn't skip you. It's just there's a lot in here, and I'm just going to go to the thing that hits my eye first and answer that rather than making everybody wait while I try to scroll through to all the questions. Heather wants to know, can you do any of your new, if you know tips and tricks? Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yes. Okay. I can, Heather. I can. There's so many. So has anybody noticed the new Biden? If you know, you know. Brand new, just rolled out this weekend. In the morning press conference we held, Biden 6.0. In an afternoon press conference, we had all new AI Biden. If you know, you know. There are so many if you know, you knows that are just dying to fly out of me right now. And I can't, because it's like people will be like flying off the station, off the channel so quickly. do it yourself. I call it a do it yourself. Get all the uh, pictures of Biden since before pre election, and you will be like, wait a minute, this is not the same guy. Anywho, um, let's see. We know, Sue McCarthy says, we know. We do know. For those of us that know, we know. We know. There's so much. Oh, no. And the same thing with the VP. If you know, you know, that's a do. D. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. These Halloween masks are getting scary accurate. I have a video, you guys. I have a video that somebody put on the TikTok, and this is exactly why they want to take that venue down. Of somebody walking Zelensky up a flight of stairs while another Zelensky was walking out a doorway behind him. I want to pull it up and play it right now, but I can't because if you know, you know, I will be, my channel will be gone. At least the show will. But if you know, you know. And that's all I can say about all of that good yummy yum. Okay, we are, Sal. I've been saying for years, are we the mice in the maze that they're experimenting with? Are they like seeing? I don't know. Okay, let's get on. I saw that too. Oh, Sue saw that too. Sue, I love it. Thank you. I love that. Hey, Kathy, how are you? How are you, Kathy? Um, okay. Hi, Toni. Any news about my job interview at 23? Uh, I hear you're gonna get it, but I also hear keep looking because there's gonna be something coming in that's really fabulous that you're going to love. But if you get offered this, take it and then but keep going because there's something on the heels of this or the tail of this that you're gonna love, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go to 514. I'm gonna come back to hey Kim, how are you? I'm gonna come back to the chat, but I'm gonna do 514 and then come back to the chat for a minute. 514, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Genevieve from Montreal, Canada. How are you, Toni?
I'm good, Genevieve. How are you?
Good. Thankfully, it's not as cold, but still too much snow. But it's that time of year where we're getting, again, another 6 to 8 inches of snow again tonight and tomorrow. And this is going to be going on all week, but that's the time of year.
Oh, my goodness.
Minus 41.
That's ridiculousness. Oh, my goodness. That is just ridiculous. Genevieve, how can I help you today?
It is. Well, as you are aware, my relationship is going cuckoo, I do believe, because my spouse took the pick on his arm. His mood, he's got major mood swings, very unpredictable. Yeah. And you know what? I'm at the point where, sure, I'm just going to hang on till the spring, and coming this spring, I think I'm going to be making the big move on my own. That said, I've had those visions back in my meditations or epiphanies, however you want to call them, 2 years ago, and he had said in 2 years, something of that sort was going to happen, as well as I had a epiphany of my boyfriend and I some sort of getting into an accident. Back then, you and I worked on that and nothing was coming through. And he had said to you that it wasn't time for you to dig more into that. And I was wondering, because I'm feeling that the TikTok is on, like TikTok is coming, I am in the process of doing that. I am in the process, as the vision had said, for me to, I'm planning, I haven't bought the plane ticket yet, but I'm planning to go see my friend in Brazil. And so now I'm starting to get familiarized with Brazilian Portuguese and so on. I'm wondering if this is what, I don't know, there's this thing in me that really says, yep, it's coming. It's right now. It's unfolding in front of you. The changes are coming. And it has said to me so many things about the finances, getting some lump of money coming in, the accident with Michelle, separation, well, me moving out. Is this what's going on right now? Am I getting this right?
Yeah. Okay. So Genevieve, thank you for all of the information. And the song I hear for you is "It's the Final Countdown."
Yay!
Yeah. So everything is about to come to finality with your situation. I'm going to tell you, it is time for you to put everything, like I see three areas of things like boxes. So like compartmentalize things for yourself. Um, excuse me. And get everything organized and in order for this next step. One thing I do want to say, you are right about what you said in the beginning with people and the ARM implementation. That's just what I'm calling it now. I have noticed that so many people who have had this, and not only me, but so many people I talk to, the personality and the personality has dramatically changed in a great majority of this. So if somebody had anger issues before, now they're just all out angry, they don't even care. If they were depressed before, they just can't get out of this depression. If they were aloof or very black and white, it almost was an enhancement or a, something is going on. I've never seen so many people look just so zoned out and just not care and just kind of, it's just the most, it's surreal. It's surreal. And they are now coming out with information that you can find if you look. And I'm not going to speak too much on it because I believe in the law of attraction, and sometimes what people don't know can't hurt them. But once they do know, it can, because that belief is in their head. And if it's not affecting people negatively at this point, I don't want it to, just because they know about that. But that this is an altering or a modifying type of juice. And it had a very, well, just find the interviews by the scientists and the doctors. If you want to follow the science, that is the science to follow, my friends. I do believe that by spring, or during the spring, or by spring, the official date of spring, Genevieve, you will be on your way to your next chapter, and everything will be changed or on its way to changing. Okay. So I want you to know that. I want you to stick with that. I want you to prepare for that, most of all, financially, emotionally, and on every other level. Get in order everything you need to get in order. It's never easy. And I know sometimes people think I say things on this show and I just make it sound like, oh, just pack your bag and go. I know. I know I'm human, believe it or not. I know on the show sometimes I come off like, believe it or not, I am human. I do know how difficult it is when you're going through something, whether it be with a child or a partner, and you have so much love, but you have to change the dynamics. I get that. But my job on the show is not to feel sorry for people or to be in that place. My job is to give the best information from spirit possible. And the best information I can give you, Genevieve, is that it's time for you to get your house in order, literally and figuratively and financially, so that you can make the moves you need to make. Okay, love? And again, it is up to you when and how you make those moves. I can't force or tell you. I can say at this time it would be preferable, and that's spring. But if you want to push it to summer, I feel like June would be like a one road leads to two. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go to online to I'm going to go to, I think I'm going to go to Kim, because I can't, I'm not again in the chat. Whatever question is right here is the question I'm going to kind of answer. Kim, hey, thank you for your question on YouTube chat. Good afternoon. My son Paul flew with his family to Orlando from MKE on February 1st, business and mini family vacation. His luggage bag was lost. Where is it? Or will he be compensated well for the loss? Okay, I am horrible at finding things. I think, will he be compensated for the loss? Yes. Will he be compensated well for the loss? No. You almost have to over embellish to get back the worth of what was in your luggage, or you have to be willing to do the long fight. Okay. The long going back and forth with the airline. They lose so much luggage, it doesn't even matter to them. And even if he does get it back, there will be things that may be missing from his luggage. So he will be compensated, but not as much as he would like to be, or as much as he thinks it's worth, is the best answer I can give you. I'm sorry that that's the answer that I have. I'm going to go to 540. 540. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Hi, my name is Barb, and I'm calling from Virginia. Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely. How can I help you, Barb?
I'm involved in a court case, and I'm a victim of financial exploitation. And I wondered if you get any feelings from spirit. I keep getting blindsided by improprieties involving judges and lawyers.
So, is your question? Are you going to get your money back, or are you going to win?
Yeah, am I gonna get my money? And are they going to follow, the proper procedures? Because they put me in jeopardy with the IRS because they've mishandled my money.
Okay, so here's what I'm getting.
And I need them to. Okay.
You're going to get some of it. It's going to take a little longer than you anticipate. It's going to take, like, even now, if you have it should take this long, or attorneys or whoever is telling you this should be done in this time, it's going to take longer than that. I would present everything to everybody. So what I'm hearing is, if you are having a situation with the IRS, work with an accountant, a good accountant that will work with the IRS and let them know what's going on. But more so, this is going to take longer than you are anticipating it's going to take. You are going to recoup some of your funds. You may not get all of them. And I say this to everybody all the time. Please remember, judges are negotiators. Mm-hmm. Even if something is blatantly black and white and this happened, they negotiate, and they cannot force the person to comply. I do feel like you are going to get some of it back, but you might not get all of it back. Even if you get the judgment for all of it back, you will only receive some of it back. You're going to have to go through a garnishment. You're going to have to go through a garnishment system. to get there. Okay, love?
I'm sorry?
You're going to have
Thank
to.
you. That's okay. I don't have any problem. I just want them to do it lawfully. So in the end, I'm all square with the IRS. That's my concern. It can take as long as necessary.
Yeah. And
but thank you so much. I appreciate your insight. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you so much, love. Thank you. Okie dokie. I am going to go to okay, Caroline wants to know, or Caroline is saying, question, I've been creating graphic designs for a new YouTuber. The little voice in my head has been whispering to me that this woman has shared my designs with her son and he presented them as his own. I don't know if he presented them completely as his own. I feel like he might be the type of person who always has to come off as he's better. So even if she shared her designs with him, if she shared your designs with him, he would change one or two things and say that it was his design, but he wouldn't present it exactly as yours. And getting that copyrighted proprietary piece of paper off the internet and making them sign it is so worth it. And making them pay a valuable price up front for that design is sometimes very, very necessary, love. Very, very necessary. Very necessary. I'm going to go to 262 next. 262, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Amy.
Hey, Amy, what's up, girl?
I have a question about a student. So the student is being very rogue and just like doing treatments that we don't teach in school, and it's kind of like scaring me because he also practices rituals and stuff like that. So I'm just wondering if you can give me any insight as to probably what I should do. I probably don't want to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But if you want to tell me that, that's fine. But I want to know, what should I do?
All I'm hearing that you can do is keep documentation of everything,
Okay,
like
thank you.
written.
That's what I chose to do.
Yeah,
so far.
just like written, or just document, this is the treatment, this is the way, this is what's going on, this is what I've heard, I've not seen or experienced, but more so just in it as it pertains to the school. Whatever pertains to the school, keep complete documentation, and any action that was taken or any course correction that was made, like, that we don't do that here, we don't recommend that, this is the reason, and go from there. I'm going to tell you something. We cannot control people, and we cannot change people.
Right.
People are going to be who they're going to be. All you can do is document and present, and that's, you've done your job, and do not lose sleep over it. Okay, love?
Yeah.
All righty.
Yep. So that's what I'll do, because it's scaring me that people are getting hurt. But I guess it's like, yeah, like you said, there's all you can do is what I'm already doing, and probably a little bit more of what I'm already doing.
Yeah, I mean, and I will, and again, I will say, when we don't have the power to change something, all we can do is give it to the person who has the power and then let it go. Otherwise, it will it will make us a little crazy, la cucalaru. It'll make us la cucalaru. It'll make us crazy. It'll make us like,
you
and
can feel it. I'm already la cucalaru.
Yeah, and if we don't have the power to change it, why are we losing sleep over it? Why are we putting ourselves through it if we can't change? We've done everything we can do. We handed it off, and we like wipe our hands. If there's another incident, we hand it off, we wipe our hands, and we walk away. Okay.
Thank you.
You-
It's just old habits of thinking I can control, even though I know.
Yeah, we can't.
So thank you for reminding me.
Absolutely, my love. Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling in,
Love
Amy. It's
you.
always awesome to talk to you. Love you too, girl. Love you so much.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. Hi, Josie. I think your name is Josie, Jocie. Hey, Josie. When will my auntie unblock my number and call me? It's been 3 years. I'm more mature now. Give me a second, love. If she does, it won't be for a bit. And here's what I say. Sometimes it's not your lesson, it's also their lesson, Josie. I'm going to just call you Josie, and I'm sorry if that's not how you pronounce your name. Sometimes it's also their lesson. Okay. I want you to do yourself a favor and ask yourself, why do you want her to unblock you? So you can prove something to her, because you miss her, because of whatever. Whatever the reason you want her to have that conversation, write it all down. Write down everything you would tell her. Just write it all down. And then give it to somebody who can give it to her. And then let the angels do their work. And don't worry about it. Sometimes people are kept out of our life not because of who we used to be, but because of who they have become. Ooh, you guys, write that one down. That was solid. That's some solid stuff right there. Woo. Sometimes people are kept out of our life not because of who we used to be, but because of who they have become. Yeah. You're not the same person you used to be, but she might not be the same person she used to be. And it might be time for you to realize that, I do feel like that perhaps in approximately a year, the two of you might communicate. Depends on what happens, but all you can do is write everything down that you would say and give it to somebody who would give it to her, and then leave it up to her from there. Okay, sweet girl? Okay. I'm going to go to 610. 610, what's your name? Where are you calling from? Hi.
Hi, my name is Shayna, and I'm from Pennsylvania.
Shayna from Pennsylvania. How can I help you, love?
Yeah, I'm trying to get into this nursing school. I have all my prerequisites completed, but just one is a chemistry class I have to do. So I'm in the midst of completing the chemistry class. Do you see me getting into the nursing school?
Unfortunately, not right now. Not on this go round. I feel like it might be the next go round when you get in. And I think that has more to do with the establishment than it does you, is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
That is,
Okay.
I'm sorry that that's what I'm getting, but that's what I'm getting. As of right now, not this go round, but the next go round. Okay, love?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You are so welcome. I hope that was helpful for you. I'm going to 347, you are next. And if anybody would like to call in, the number is 845-277-9131. Yes, I do private sessions. If you want a private session, do not call that number. You need to go to tonig.info and reach out. And the private sessions, again, are done over the phone or in person, not via email. Okay. Oh, I just lost where I was. All these new things popped up. Okay. Okay, Sue, I think you asked some other questions, but I don't know. Hey, Patrick, how are you? Hi, Dion. Okay, so I think I don't know if I answered a question for you already, Sue. Am I going to be able to retire Yes. I don't know if you want a specific age on that. And then the next thing Sue says is, do you think it does a disconnect to your higher self? What are you referring to, Sue? I need some context with that. And then the next thing I'm going to go to is Patrick. Hi, Toni. I'm coming home tomorrow. I should reach Milwaukee by Sunday. Yay. Um, I'm ready. Great time in California. A great place to visit, but not to live. Oh, Patrick, it'll be wonderful. By the way, there's a little more snow on the ground, but it's raining all day today, so it is what it is, right? Um, I'm gonna go to Dion. Does Aaron have any messages for me, please? Yeah, the song comes through immediately. The first song that comes through, Dion, is that song, Take It Easy. I can't sing, everybody. Please don't post a comment. Don't be Captain Obvious saying, you can't sing, you're out of tune and off a beat. Yeah, everybody in the world who's heard me sing that knows that. Toddlers know that, okay? You're not saying anything special if you say that. But Dion, the first song I hear is Take It Easy. Don't let the sound of these old wheels drive you crazy. You may win and you may lose. I don't know the rest of the song, but that's the verse that's coming through. So the first thing I'm hearing for you, Dion, is to take it easy and to keep going. Don't let anything going on external to you affect you, where you're going, what you're doing internally, what you want. If so, here's Mm, okay, I can't even get the words out. And if you know me, okay, so here's I get what I'm getting for you, Dion, is it's like if somebody says something about you and then you let that get in your head and you keep rewiring it, or if something happens and you let it keep playing again and again, get all that out, get it out, get it gone, and do you move on and don't pay attention to external things. Just keep moving forward with you and who you are and what you have going on in your life. Remember, haters speak the loudest. People who are jealous speak the loudest. People who look at you and for whatever reason they would say whatever they're saying, let it fade off the way they're going to, and don't take it to heart. Just keep going. I feel like whatever's going on right now, you, Dion, you are going to be moving in a solid way. Like I see this, it's like a flat road, but with a like incline. Thank you. And right now you're right here and you're about to start going up, 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 up. Don't let anybody keep you on the flat. Keep going up. And then the other thing Aaron would say is I ain't got nothing but love. I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. And I know, yes, I did massacre that song, and I do apologize for that to the singer of that song. Um, yes, okay. I'm gonna go to the next caller, who is 347. 347, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Toni. This is Katie. That song is so funny. That's Heavy D, I think.
Oh yeah, I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. And I know that song, but right now that's the only line of that song I can even hear in my head. But I love that song too. Sweetie, how can I help you?
Yes. I'm currently working, so I'm not talking about this thing I'm doing. It's a temp project I'm doing. But so in the town I'm in, I've been applying for positions in the town, and I did have an interview like a month ago or last month, but I haven't heard back. But I've also been applying for stuff out of town or remote. And I'm just wondering about the position I'm going to get, because I'm just ready for a new beginning. It's a new year. I want something either like, permanent or long term, but I'm just wondering, is it going to be something remote long term, or is it something like in another town?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
just trying to.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes, no, yes. So I do feel like something is going to cut, Katie, something's coming in. It's coming in on the quick for you. I feel like someone is going to tell you about something. It may even be something within your own company that's like a step up or a step over. I do feel like you should visit your company's website and look at their job positions to even see what else is available there, permanent or contractual. I also feel like, excuse me, there's something coming in that is going to be remote that you'll be accepted for or hired for. I do feel like this is going to be within a month, that you're going to know about 3 or 4 positions that are really good positions for you. I feel like I say this all the time and I'm going to say it again. Go directly to the companies. If you know the type of job you want and a company that you feel like you want to work for, go directly to their websites, reach out to their hiring people and ask if, when, and then just apply right through their website. I do feel like that you are going to find something on someone's um on some company's site that you're going to do. I do feel like something's going to come in and you're going to think, this is too good to be true. Do it. Now, the other thing I keep hearing for you is salon, SALON. Now, whatever that means for you. Now, everybody knows a salon, like a spa salon or a salon suite, but they also call some company positions or some company somethings salon something. So just pay attention to that word, or it means there's something with a salon that maybe you might think you should think. Uh, something with a salon that if you are thinking about it, you should double down on those thoughts. Okay, love?
Thank you. But so from what I'm getting, everything you said, it seems like it's remote. You didn't say anything about any in-person position.
I feel like if you want something in person, it will be available, but I do feel like you are going to find something remote and it's going to be, again, you're going to think, this is too good to be true. It's going to be pretty much everything you want the way you want it.
To be true.
I'm sorry, love?
I'll accept it.
Absolutely.
No, I said I want it to be too good to be true.
Okay, good. I do feel like it's coming in and I feel like you're going to find it within a month, and you should be if everything going the way it is. If you look and you find it, you have the potential to be in the position within a month and a half. Okay, sweetie?
Yes. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Thank you so much for calling in today, love.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
You guys, I want to tell you, I'm so happy Katie called in and asked that. I was going to say this on the show and I completely spaced until her phone call. There are companies right now that are hiring remote. So American Express and CVS are hiring for remote positions that they'll train you for, and they're paying $34, like the starting pay for these particular remote positions are $34 an hour. Discover and a couple of other companies, there's Apple. I always say Apple or Mac. Their starting pay is $18 an hour. I'm also going to say now is the time to start your indoor gardens. And for those of you who know, If you can do an outdoor garden, great. Do a greenhouse garden, great. But if you need to do a garage or a basement or a living room in every window of your house garden, do that. If you know, you know. The other thing I want to say to everybody is I adore you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I can't, I just love being here with you guys and being able to answer the questions. I know if I answer a question for one person, 9 times out of 10, it's answering it for more than one person. Now, for those of you who have made it this far in the show, I'm going to do a couple of clearings. And the first clearing is for unconditional love. I unconditionally love myself. Let's clear that to a solid yes. Anything that has stopped or blocked me from loving myself unconditionally has cleared, healed, released. We get a no. Let's do that. I am stuck. Let's clear that. Now, being stuck can be emotionally, physically, financially, in a job, unemployed, any place you're stuck or every place you're stuck. Let's clear that. All that has caused me to be stuck has cleared, healed, and released. No. And I'm going to tell you on that one, I feel like a vice right here on my, like a big vice squeezing my head right here. So for whoever that's for, if you're feeling that, don't worry, that's something pulling out. And then the last one is, and I do this one a bit. And I love this one because it's so important. Nope, they're saying no, don't do that one. Do this one instead. My energy is healed. And I get a no. Let's do that one. And all that caused this has been healed, cleared, and released. I get a no. Let's clear that. We are energetic beings with what we believe is a physical body. We are really a soul that has what we believe is a physical body, but this is an energetic body. And when you believe or you understand that, you can turn your energetic body into any form you want. You can be thin or thick or blah, 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 blah. And when that happens, when you realize that and you start playing with it, you then start to realize the whole world is an energetic fixture that you can again work with the will of and make it match where you are energetically and change your energy levels to a higher energetic level. So my energy or frequency or vibration is at the highest possible. I get a no. Let's clear that, because the higher our vibration or our energy is, the higher things that we want we can bring in. So you guys, please come back and listen to those healings and or clearings again and keep using them, because the one thing I can tell you with energy is we can always go up another level. We can always keep healing our energy, raising our frequency, going to that next level. And, there's a song I'm hearing right now, every other day, da, na, 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 na. Meaning every day something can go wrong we can get to here, and then something happens, it brings us to here. And then we get to here and something happens, it brings us to here. And for those of you listening, I'm sorry, it can take us to a 10 and then we can get knocked down to a
90 seconds.
And we want to keep working on it so that even if we get knocked down a peg or two, our energy, something sad happens, something makes us angry, we're working to bring that energy right back up again. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love you so much. I will be back Wednesday at noon. Until then, go make miracles. Go live your life the way you want to live your life. Everybody is given a life to live on their terms
60 seconds.
and the way they want to live it. So your life is for you. Don't wait for anybody. F that. You go live, you go do, you go be you. Okay? Until Wednesday, big hugs, big kisses.